Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading multi-character Listener by me. So let's get into it. Shinso. Shinso had no idea what to do when he saw that someone was just looking at you in a weird way. It worried him at first, and he had no idea how to respond, but somewhere along the way, it went a little bit further than that. He didn't know why, he didn't know when, but that guy had just decided in his head that he was not going to leave you two alone, specifically you. But Shinzo was just there. He didn't know if that was worse or better, but it felt like it was worse, to be honest. The guy started catcalling you, and Shinzo heard it. He was going to fight him at first, but he held his hand and squeezed it. It's alright, Shinzo. Let's just go. I don't want us to get in any trouble, you say, not wanting him to start a fight. But it doesn't help when the guy takes it a step further, whistling at you and catcalling you more. And that's when Shinzo sighs. What do you think you're doing? He asks, looking angry. And when the guy responds, Shinzo manipulates him, making him go away. And you laugh softly, shaking your head. Well, I'm glad it ended that way. I was worried you'd fight him. I don't have to, darling. But I kind of wanted to. I know. Just, I'm so glad that you didn't. You don't have to fight anyone who just tries to annoy me. I know it can be tempting, but I'm glad you didn't this time. And I'm just glad that you're happy. That's all that really matters to me, he says with a soft smile. And once the two of you get away, and actually go somewhere quiet, he cups your face in his hands and leans in, pressing a soft kiss to your lips. He loves spoiling you. He loves giving you his attention, especially when you deserve it so much. And also, when he wants to make sure that you're his and his alone. Of course he's sure of it, but sometimes some things like that make him act up and want to have you more to himself. He doesn't know how to explain it, but you understand him perfectly. Midoriya Izuku. Midoriya has been trying his best. Really. And he wants you to be happy with him. And he wants to be a good person to you. But aside from all of that, sometimes some things that you did not like were inevitable. And sometimes you really could not hold back. The first time this happened, he ignored it, for your sake. But he seemed bothered about it the whole evening. The guy had made you uncomfortable, and Midoriya felt terrible about just being there. So he knew that the next time something like this happens, he's not going to stand there and take it. He's going to get involved, whether you like it or not, because he certainly does not like seeing you upset in the evening. Just wondering what you could have done, or if there was something wrong with what you were wearing or something, to earn all of this. He thinks that's all wrong. Those people, they're just insufferable, and they make him very angry. That's why when this guy keeps whistling at you and flirting, Midoriya just cannot hold back. He goes over to him, and Midoriya looks quite cute, sweet, innocent, and harmless. But then he punches him in the face and the guy is crying. There was a bruise on his cheek. You brat! How could you do that? The guy had yelled. But Midoriya looked angry. This was the first time he saw him that way. And then he punched him again. I don't want to see you doing that to anyone again. Alright? Are we clear? And the guy was trembling now, because Midoriya looked really intimidating. He had no idea what he looked like. And he nodded, very quickly, before scurrying away. You were quite stunned, and although you would be mad at him had it been any other day, you're quite impressed. And you find him attractive when he's angry, You don't know why. But he's also attractive when he's incredibly sweet, heading back towards you, planting a kiss on your forehead. Don't worry about it, Mayan. He'll be just fine. Bakugou. He loved to solve problems with his own fists. It came rather naturally to him, and it was the best way things were dealt with. He's not kidding about it. So, of course, he feels a little bit angry when someone catcalls you on the road. Right when he was there. Like he was totally not there. It, well, made him very angry. And Katsuki did not believe in holding back when he was angry. There was no reason to do that. So that's why. He did go out of his way. He did do some things he was not supposed to. And he totally punched that guy. He was not forgiving. Not by any means. And that's why. Well, he thought he was better suited to protect you than yourself. You were too nice. Too kind. And someone had to be able to do this. Katsuki, you shouldn't have punched him. That's what you say. But he does not believe so. And he only kisses you sweetly after. It's alright, Mayan. It's the least he deserves, just flirting with you like that. Well, what if I think otherwise? What do you make of that? I think you're very adorable. That's the only thing he says. And, although he's not lying, you know he's just trying to flatter you to get you to shut up. And you know what? You totally fall for it. Blushing and looking away. As he laughs softly, taking you by the hand, and walking away from the scene. He had to do something about this. Don't expect him to be quiet while someone does this to you. He was not going to stand there and let you hear all of that just because you're too nice. Those people deserved punishment, and he was more than happy to give it to them. But he was even happier knowing that you felt safe by him and that no one could ever try to hurt you or make you upset. And he was going to make sure of that, no matter how many people he has to punch